Hey AllyCats! Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to AllyCat Beauty. My name is Ally, and I'm here just trying to figure out this whole beauty game with all of you. So, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my first impressions on what is inside my IPSY Glam Bag for the month of October. I'm really excited. So, without further ado, let's get started, AllyCats! Alrighty, AllyCats, so like I said, we're going to be doing my first impressions of what's inside my IPSY Glam Bag. So just a recap, all of the products in here, we've got the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Gel Lotion, the Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator in 22S Light Sand, the Benefit Give Me Brow Plus in, this one is in 3, I believe. Yeah, it's in 3. And then the IPSY Radiant Glow Highlighter in 24 Karat Magic, and the Doucce Ultra Precision Eyeliner in black. So, I'm going to start with the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Gel Lotion. I just got out of the shower, which is why I have this little turban thing on. My mom actually got it for me, and it's to like keep your hair dry. So with the gel, I'm just gonna go on and do a few little dots on my face. It smells okay. It doesn't have like any fruity smell or anything, but it feels very like smooth going on. It does not feel silicone-y at all. It almost feels kind of like a primer, and since I'm just using a tinted moisturizer today, or a tinted hydrator as it's called, I'm not gonna actually use any primer. So it's sitting really nicely on my skin. It doesn't really have a scent, so that's nice. And my skin definitely feels really smooth and hydrated. So while that's settling into my skin, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I'm going for a pretty natural look today, so I'm not gonna fill them in too much. I'm just gonna use my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil to do that, and then we will go in with the brow gel. So the reason that I went in first with the brow pencil is because the brow pencil is in the shade 4 and this brow gel is in the shade 3. So I know it's going to be a little light for me, but it is a tinted brow gel. I've never used a brow gel before, so we are going to see how this goes. So I like this so far because it does give like a little more feathery, volumized look to my brows. I can definitely see why people like this. I'm not sure yet if I'm into that look, but we'll see how it dries down and sets. So now we're going to move on to the Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator. So I'm just going to go in with a super tiny amount of this because it is a tinted hydrator, so it should spread pretty easily. I'm just gonna go in with like that much at first and do just some small dots all over my face, and it said you could just use your fingers, so that's what I'm doing. It has an interesting smell. It's like kind of like clay almost, but not quite. I don't know. And this is definitely not exactly my shade, I don't think. It's pretty close though. I'm just gonna go in with a tiny bit more. But it spreads very, very nicely, which I like. And it feels very hydrating, which is a good thing. This is definitely like something I'd use on those no makeup days where I just want something quick and easy. But that did even out my skin tone, so I like it so far. It's not bad. It feels nice on my skin. Again, that smell is just a little odd, but it's not so strong that it bothers me, so I'm fine with it. Now I'm gonna go in with my concealer from Il Makiage. And I'm just gonna take a little bit under my eyes. I'm not trying to do too much today. Like I said, I'm doing a pretty natural look. So I'm just taking a couple dots, and I'll do a little bit on my nose as well. And again, I'm just gonna blend this out with my fingers. So I used this concealer as opposed to my other e.l.f. concealer because the e.l.f. one is also hydrating, and since the foundation is hydrating as well, I don't want too many hydrating products on my face because I don't want there to be too much like oil or anything, and I just wanted to kind of test it out with a regular non-hydrating concealer. So far it looks like it's working pretty well with this one. There's not really any creasing for the concealer. I didn't use that much, so you know, I'm not expecting too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my blush and bronzer, and my eyeshadow I'm gonna do with a blush and bronzer as well, and then we'll go in with the highlight and the eyeliner. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I have my blush and bronzer on, I also used the same on my lids. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna use the IPSY highlighter, the Radiant Glow highlighter in 24 Karat Magic. And I'm gonna lightly dust that on top of the blush so that it has a little bit of a shimmer to it. I'm just gonna lightly tap into that and lightly tap over the top. So that's just giving it a nice little shimmer. And since the blush was a little bit of a pinkier tone, this is kind of neutralizing it with the gold, but still gives some color to my eyelid, which I really like. Now we're gonna use this as the highlight, so I'm gonna go in with one of my other brushes and just take this right on the high points of my cheek. Ooh, that looks gorgeous. And I like barely touched into that, and you can already see that glow. Whew. If you're new here, you know, I am a huge fan of my highlighters, so this is just gorgeous. Yeah, like that's just holy wow. Okay, I'm excited. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit on my nose as well. Now that I have that done, I'm debating whether I want to do a brow bone, but I do want to do an inner corner. So I'm going to take a more precise brush and just pop that right in the corner. Like I said, I love my highlight so much, so this is just a necessity for me. So now we're going to go in with the eyeliner from Doucce. This is in black. It is the Ultra Precision eyeliner. Perfect. So I even gave myself a little bit of a wing. I am going to clean it up a little bit though because it's not super precise the way I'd like. So let me do that real quick and I'll be right back. Awesome. So I buffed out the wing a little so that it would be kind of blurred and it didn't have to be super precise. But that is all of the products. So I'm going to finish up my face with some mascara and some lip balm and stuff. And then I will be back to give you my first impressions. Alrighty, AllyCats, so I finished up the face with some mascara, lip balm, lip liner, and some setting spray. But let's get into my first impressions of all of these products. So we will start with the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Gel Lotion. I really liked it. Gel lotions to me typically feel lighter on my skin. It definitely felt hydrating and my skin felt really smooth after. There's not really a scent, which is nice, especially for something that goes on your face. But it's been a nice base for this hydrator, the tinted hydrator as well. My face does feel very nice and smooth and hydrated for sure. This is a skincare product, so it's obviously something I'm gonna have to keep trying out, but I have had their confidence in a cream before, and I really liked that, so I have high hopes for this one. So next is the Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator. I mean, it matches my skin tone pretty well, I would say. It goes on really smooth. It's very liquidy, which is something I would definitely expect from a tinted moisturizer. I'm not sure if it's an exact match for my skin tone. If you saw when I was putting it on, when I was making the dots, it was a little too much of a yellowish undertone, I think. But since it is a tinted moisturizer, it's easier to use a shade that's not a perfect match because it blends out so easily and it's very light on your skin. But it's sitting really nicely. My face does feel a little, not oily per se, but it doesn't feel necessarily set. I did not use any powder over this, and I did that on purpose because I wanted to see how it would wear in terms of like on a no makeup day where I just want to throw something on. I'm most likely not going to have time to set my face, but everything is laying over it very nicely, which I like, so that's a good sign. It's not like balling up anywhere or anything, so I like it so far. Definitely something I would want to use in the future, especially on those days where I just want to even out my skin tone, take away any redness, and just go out the door. Next is the Gimme Brow Plus from Benefit Cosmetics. I've never used a brow gel before, so I don't really have anything to compare it to. In terms of the shade of it, I did put my brow pencil on before, so that kind of got me the color that I wanted. I do feel like though if I just used this, it would be too light of a shade. I mean, my brows look really nice. They look a little more feathered and volumized than they normally do, which is cool. I don't know exactly if I like that look yet or not. Again, I've never had a brow gel before, so I have nothing to compare it to, but I mean, it's not a bad product. It worked fine. It volumized and it seemed to tint my eyebrows a little bit, but there was that darker tone underneath. So next time I use this, I'll probably use it alone and see how it does. But my eyebrows do feel like pretty set. I didn't use too much, so I don't know if I was supposed to use more or not. I mean, my brows feel nice, they feel fine. And I'm definitely interested to use this again in the future. We'll see how it goes without any brow product underneath to see if it's the right color, but I do think if I were to purchase this in the future, I'd probably get the shade 4, which is the same shade that I use for my brow pencil. But it's not a bad product. I like it so far. Definitely something I want to keep using. Next is the IPSY Beauty Radiant Glow Highlighter in 24 Karat Magic. Honestly, I wasn't sure if this was going to be too gold for me or not, but it goes so nice on my skin. It's so smooth. It's definitely finely milled. I barely picked up anything on my brush and I got all of that highlight, and it just looks so beautiful. As you know, I'm a sucker for highlight, so this is definitely going to be one of my go-tos for sure. And it worked really nicely as a topper on my lids as well. I love this so much. I know I just used it once, but I can already tell this is going to be a favorite for sure. And then lastly is the Doucce Ultra Precision Eyeliner. It wasn't like super extraordinary to me, but it did go on very nicely, very smoothly. It's another black eyeliner that, you know, that I'll definitely use for sure in the future, but it wasn't like revolutionary or anything for me. Maybe I have to keep using it a little more, but it definitely doesn't seem like it'll smudge. When I was trying to blur out the wing that I created, it was definitely difficult to kind of blend it out because it was sticking, so that's definitely really good. It does seem like something that'll be long wear. I don't think it's gonna budge at all or smear, but it looks really nice. It's definitely really black and I really like it so far. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep playing around with it, but it's definitely not a bad product at all. Definitely a very good product, but if you already have a black eyeliner, I wouldn't say you have to go out and buy this. Those were all 5 products. All of the products that I did use on my face today, I will link down below as well. Also, if you haven't seen my reveal video yet, go ahead and check that out. I do go into more detail about the products, so I will link it somewhere up here, and I'll link it down below as well. I'll also link my IPSY Glam Bag playlist. But yeah, overall the bag, I think it was worth almost $48, which is about 4 times the bag, and I do really love the products that I got. Nothing was a miss for sure. The highlighter is definitely a huge hit. Everything else is kind of stuff that I'm gonna have to play around with a little more, see how I feel, but in a few months I will be doing a final impressions on this bag. So that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do a wear test today. Today, the day I'm filming, is election day, so I'm gonna be keeping tabs on that, and then I do have class later today as well, so I'm not really gonna be able to come back and film. But honestly, this is a pretty light face of makeup. I think it'll do pretty well. I can let you guys know in my final impressions as well, but so far I really like it. I'm happy with the look, even though it's, you know, it's a super natural basic look, but I'm not going anywhere, so that's fine. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know what your favorite product from your October IPSY Glam Bag is. Also, if you want to sign up for IPSY, I will leave my link down below in the description as well. If you use it, I just get some points to use on their site, but you definitely don't have to use it. It's just there in case. If you just want to go onto ipsy.com and sign up yourselves through them as well, that's fine too. But if you guys want to use my link, then that would be super awesome. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you want to get a notification every time I upload a new video, go ahead and ring that bell as well. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at AllyCat Beauty. And remember, beauty radiates from within, so don't forget to be confident and be you. See you later, AllyCats!